Greetings and salutations, everyone. I'm Ekmak. This is Let's Play Sly Raccoon. In the last episode, we got enough treasure keys to open up this. In this episode, we're going to knock this down. And look at all this cash. And because we have the coin magnet, we don't have to worry about it getting wasted like we did in the Raleigh version of getting 3 treasure keys. So, in this episode, we go inside, and
Would you look at that ugly mug?
I am, and I find it infinitely fascinating.
Huh?
My X-ray detection devices reveal that a secret elevator to Mugshot's penthouse is contained within that giant head.
So how do we get in?
Behind this locked wall, there's a lever that summons the elevator. But you need all 7 keys to open it up.
I'm on it.
alright, so we have 4 keys. There are 3 more areas around here. I'm not going to tackle them in any specific order. I'm just going to go to the first one that's in the place, and we'll see which one it is. Ah! He managed to get me during my fall. That'll serve me for being greedy. So we ride an elevator. We are now on the roof of the building. And I actually remembered going through a lot for the Master Thief sprint for this one. There's a lot of small shortcuts you have to make.
I know it looks like you can't climb on them, but with your thieving skills, I bet you can pull it off.
The upside is that this area doesn't have any sort of you can't backtrack element in it, so I should be able to get all the clues in one run. Yeah, you see what I mean? All over the place there's going to be little things that little tricks you can pull off it to decrease the amount of time it takes to get through this neon letter section. And also, I think that if you were to check it out at the start of this area, like in the hub, I mean, you'd actually see the letters that are quite shaky and easily knocked loose. Because I didn't really bring attention to it, but wait, was there attack music playing? Yes, there is. Be very careful with these cars. Make sure you get all the clue bottles on them, because when you jump off... Yep. I feel like they still count the total if dropped via terminal velocity, shall we call it? But still, I don't want to risk it. I've had to replay enough levels, thank you very much. Now this! You don't forget a cruel hiding place for clue bottles like that anytime soon. I forget a lot of clue hiding places, but I don't think I'd forget that one. But yeah, what I was talking about was this G. After you grab onto it, it gets knocked down, so you can use it as a shortcut back up. The O bobs down a little bit, but it won't stay down. And we don't know why we're climbing up here, but we know we must be able to. And now we have a bridge. He should have hit me with that. Now here's the thing. We can't really tilt the camera down, but... Oh! Yeah, I remember from the past that that's the only one that drops down onto... that doesn't drop down onto the street, I mean. And yet... you can jump down after it. Not this one though, don't chase that one.
Forget it! Your cane will never smash that thick glass. You'll need something super heavy, like that big wrecking ball up there.
Yeah, I just wanted to show that little point. I also want to show that you can smash this. It's always profitable to smash Mugshot stuff. Not exactly speedrunning, but then I'm not doing a Masterpiece sprint at the moment, I'm trying to get all the clue bottles. Now, I remember that part of the speedrun trick for this part is that you can skip the first floor. Rather the first two floors, because the second, where you jump onto the second floor is where you climb up to the third floor. But I'm not 100% certain on how you do it, I just know that it's part of it. How many clue bottles do we have? Or rather, how close are we to... So we're missing 3. Well, the safe is here. There's probably a safe we're missing. They didn't like us getting on there. At least they didn't destroy the G, otherwise backtracking would be a lot harder, wouldn't it? Camera, thank you. There it is. Alright, let's see if I can do this old Master Thief sprint trick. Apparently no. Maybe it wasn't from the arrow, maybe it was from the ledge that it's at? Either way, press the circle to enter the vault code.
You need an IQ of at least 140 to figure this one out. Dial in 468.
And today, is it a misentry? It's 368!
You found the blueprints for Mugshots additions to Mesa City. With these files, I'll be able to help you find all his clues and breakables. Just look through your binocucom to get the information.
I actually remember that in my first playthrough, I got this before I got the Raleigh version. So that just shows how much I've changed over the years, that now I meticulously gather every single one of my items. Or at least I try to. As you've seen from me Let's Playing, I often miss a lot of stuff. And have to go back for several passes. But 13 minutes in isn't bad. Maybe if I'm super swift, I'll be able to get through the... I'll be able to get through all 3 levels and not just those 2. Oh. Well, this is the one that I'd rather have ended on, but oh well.
Yuck, these rooftops are filthy. Well, they are the only way to get to the key, since my locator tells me it's in a jewel case somewhere near Mugshot's penthouse.
Oh man, I thought I was close enough to get him. The range on Sly's cane is a bit longer than the coin magnet. That's not just a nervous tick of me swinging it about wildly whenever there's a valuable I'm trying to get.
Well, 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 look who just walked into my crosshairs. Sly Cooper.
About time you showed up, Miss Fox. Was getting worried about you. Thought you took a wrong turn somewhere back in Paris.
The only one making wrong turns is you, Sly. I'd suggest you surrender before I paralyze you with my good friend, the shock pistol.
Now see, a girl whose best friend's a firearm's got issues. A little dinner, a little dancing. I think I can help you out.
Sounds romantic. As long as you don't mind dining in jail.
Nah, I hear the service is lousy.
Once I catch you, you'll know for yourself.
So yeah, Fox and Hamlet is back. There's a bit of unresolved sexual tension between these two. Whether this is a good ship or not, I'd say I like the ship, but more because of what it gets in other games. This one is more just her showing up at inconvenient times to be a pursuit mission. Also, I like her voice actress in game number 2 the best because for some reason they decided they needed to change her voice actress for every game. To the point that when they made Sly 4 they said, yeah, she's got another voice actress again. That's not a good thing. And incidentally, no, there is no backtracking in this level, so if there's a level where I have to redo it for the clue bottles, it's going to be this one. She does aim on occasion. Okay, question, who keeps their television on the roof? And she can't follow us here, so we've got some breathing room. We've also got a signal repeater. That should have hit me. I know it's weird to complain about it, but it really should have hit me. Okay, here's the $1,000,000 question. Where are the clue bottles I missed? All the way back there, darn it. Yep, I was in too much of a hurry. Either way, we might as well do the rest of the level. I mean, the safe is here, and we're not even halfway done. As weird as that sounds, given that we're almost finished with clue bottles, but it'd be better to just finish the level and then quit when we come back, because look, who's back? Carmelita. She's destroying part of the ground we're traveling on. So now it really is more like a Crash Bandicoot level because you can't stay still for too long. Yes, she will break the chandeliers if she gets a clear shot on them. Fortunately, if you get through fast enough on the lower part, they'll still act as a shield for the chandeliers on the upper part. Although if you're playing a lot more decently than I am, you shouldn't be relying on them to shield you. Now we smash out the treasure key and...
I'm gonna hunt you down, Cooper. You can't run forever.
And there she goes, flying away on his big balloon. And 20 minutes in, but, well, we have a bit of time saved up from skimming. And we do have to go back and get that treasure vault open.
Good thing I know Navajo code talk. Try 532.
And the code is 632!
Oh yeah, this will come in handy. It's Suzanne Cooper's notes pertaining to water safety. With this knowledge under your belt, you won't have to waste a charm whenever you fall into water.
And with that we leave. And that does actually do what it sounds like. You now take... I mean, it's actually better than it sounds. It makes it sound like as long as you have the lucky charm, water can't damage you. Well, okay, that's a bottomless pit. That doesn't count. But basically, you take 0 damage from falling into water, so... And should you think, oh no, that means I won't get to see that cute death animation for water, don't worry. If you get hit, if you take a lethal hit and fall in the water, then you get the drowning animation anyway, but... well, why would you want to see the death animation though? We should have enough time for this. Although, no backtracking is slightly concerning. But this is actually a lot more linear than the usual ones, so hopefully I'll remember how it worked. Also, these air conditioners give you a boost. Sometimes you'll need them to hit those clue bottles. They do have these dynamic camera angles, but on the flip side, you're never banned from using the binocucom, which is nice because a lot of games with a dynamic camera angle wouldn't let you do that. And after all this, we actually want to go down here. I just wanted to prove that it actually is a thing. Don't judge. I'm trying to figure out which of these actually is the thing, but basically one of these tires, they usually have a lucky charm in them. But if you already have a golden lucky charm, then it becomes a life. And because the lucky charm bounces up and down, you can collect that, but lives don't move at all. So it's kind of an odd little bit of a balancing trick to it that it's probably not even intentional, but it'll only be collectible if you need an extra hit. Yeah, we want to use the crawl to... We want to use the cover to keep ourselves safe from the spotlights, which I was not safe from there. That looks like Evil Crash from the Crash Twinsanity games. I'm almost certain that's not the case though, because I think that Crash Twinsanity came out much later than this. That should have hurt me. I don't know why it didn't. And now for this part. If there's something I'm going to have to come back for, it's probably going to be this one. Is there somewhere I can KO myself? I'd rather just take the life hit here. cautious. Actually, it might be a reference to another Sucker Punch game called Rocket Robot on Wheels, where the villain of the game was a raccoon called Rocket, and apparently very similar to Sly in some way, but I don't know because I haven't played that game. I'm just going by things I read off the internet, really. Upper floor, we have someone else. We are one down, but I'm sure that's because there's one here. And now we go back again.
Press the circle to enter the vault code. I could have broken this code in my sleep. The combination is 565.
5. It's a palindrome. 6. 4. I ruined the palindrome.
Aha! It's Sir Andrew Cooper's thief replica technique. He used to make fake stand-ups of himself to confuse guards into attacking the wrong thing. Use the triangle button to put together a fake Sly Cooper.
Decoy is the other, alongside mine, is a power that's really more a gimmick than anything. Yeah, if enemies know that you're there, they'll know the decoy is a fake. Basically, it's a way that if you really want to, you could throw it out close enough that an enemy can smash it, and then you can see their victory animation, but, you know, a lot of these become much better in the next game, gotta be honest. But that is one that we don't have to go back for. Meaning that we now have all 7 treasure keys. And next time, we're going to take on Mugshot. And given how swift bosses can be, we'll probably go into the first level of the next world as well. Until then guys, take care. We'll see you all around.